Hello and welcome back to Gran Turismo 7. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video, and today we are going to be going Mustang hunting. Yes, we have the menu collection book, or menu book at the moment, as you can see right there, in which we need to collect 3 Mustangs. The Mustang Boss 429 from 1969, the Mustang Mach 1 from 1971, and the Mustang GT from 2015. It looks like, that's the wrong button, it looks like I have to do these 3 races at, well, 2 tracks that one track that I have not been at, and 2 tracks that I have been at but have not raced in a long time. So, Willow Springs, Laguna Seca, and Blue Moon Speedway, which looks like it's somewhere near San Francisco, but I really have absolutely no idea. So let's get started. Let's see what it needs to be, and let's see what kind of vehicle I can also take in it. Right, so the deal is on this is that it needs to be an American vehicle, which is front-engined rear-wheel drive. So let me see if I have an American vehicle here. If not, I'm going to, oh well, I've got the Corvette C3. I could do something with that. If not, I wonder if I can find a Mustang in the used cars. And I always like coming into the used car. There you go. I've got a Mustang Mach 1. I could just grab a Mustang Mach 1, tune it up a bit, and then I guess I could just do that. Tune it up a bit and go for it. Logically, I guess that makes sense. 8,000, I mean, it's a pretty good... I'm just going to have a look at my Gran Turismo 2 book again. I'm just going to see how much these cost back then, because I think I did have... Were there Fords back then? There would have been, but in which city would it have been? Would it have been West City? Possibly, or was it North City? No, North City was Europe, so it would have been West City, or could it have been East City? East City, sorry, South City. I'm just naming everything here. So, Acura, Chevrolet, Dodge when it was called the New Dodge. Here we go, Ford, where we had lots of British Fords. Mustang. What Mustang did it have? Apparently not these old ones. No, did not have old Mustangs. Alright, plenty of British cars though back then. Just to give you an idea, we used to have a Ford Cougar, Ford RS200, Ford Focus Gear 2 litre, and a Ford Focus 1.8 Z-Tech. A Ford Car, Ford Mercury Cougar 1999, then the American ones, the Ford Mondeo. Oh, I want a Ford Mondeo back in this. Then we had the Mustangs, a bunch of Mustangs, but they were all from 98 and 99. Ford Puma 1.7 Z-Tech from 1998, I think. And a Ford Taurus, which just looks like junk. Amazingly... Oh, these were new cars. Hold on. Did we not have... Apparently there were no used cars for Ford. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, well, I'm thinking let's go ahead and purchase this, tune it up a bit, and give it a whirl. So, 44,000 credits. There's a new car. And apparently we've already acquired it, but that's fine. I'm going to acquire another one. Yes, I'd like to change to this car because I need to tune it up. So we're looking for 550-ish brake horsepower. Sorry, not brake horsepower, performance points. So first off, easiest thing to do is go on to sports tyres, and that immediately brings it up to 502. Next thing that's always really nice is give it some weight reduction. So again, 2 stages of weight reduction will do the trick. That's 521. I would then always look at brake pads. Always want better stopping power. Sports brakes will do for me, I think. There we go. A sports clutch and flywheel for better gearing, or better just better transmission, less transmission losses, I guess. I was going to say a sentence there. Clearly, it hasn't happened. I am losing money, by the way, hand over fist, but that's fine. So I've put sports suspension on, and now we tune this up a little. So let's do that. Let's put a sports air filter in. Let's put a sports silencer in. Now what should I do with this? Let's have a look. A supercharger, that's expensive. That's way too expensive. Not worth it. Not worth that, that's for sure. Could I do that? What would that do to my vehicle? No, I think that isn't worth it. I think the things that are going to be worth it is going to be a high lift camshaft. That's one. Probably a two-way slip diff. And let's give it a bore up. There we go. And I think with that, it's still going to be problematic. What can I do with this? Yeah, it's still going to be somewhat problematic, I think. In terms of performance, it isn't going to be the best performance we can get. I could just do that, but I think that isn't worth it. And let's go race it. So let's see how much money I can earn. Again, just really losing money very quickly. So we'll do all three of these events because obviously I want the new car. So we'll start with Blue Moon. Looks rather easy. Let's start with Blue Moon. 15,000 for a brand new for a win. I mean, that's, yeah, I think we could potentially do that. Sure, let's go for it. What gear do I need is the next question. Currently in third, but I'll find out in a few seconds what gear I require. Could be second. No, it's third. Fourth. Really? Only 4 gears? Well, that's a pain. Whoa, that Plymouth had some problems. Okay, 3 laps around this place. 127 miles per hour. This is not. Okay. That's telling me something. That's for sure. Because if I'm maxed out, I'm not going to win anything. Is there really no 5th gear in this car? Yeah, see? Now I'm maxed out. I'm essentially done. Cover the inside line, although the Mustang's just going to go right round my outside. Whoa. Interesting. Yep, it is only 4 gears. Right, I need a new gearbox in this. I think a new gearbox is something I need to put in here. I'm still only on lap 2 though, so there is some. No, who am I kidding? This isn't going to work. Let's go ahead and ooh, pressed the completely wrong button there. Let's go ahead and exit. Let's sort out our gearing system here. So we need a better gearbox because I need a higher top speed. 127 is not going to cut it. So let's fix that. Money going down the pan. Let's see. I think this is going to be the kind I want. Yep. that's the one I'd like. Let's see if that helps. So, not fully customizable, just something that's doable, I guess. Workable. Right. Fourth gear starts, as I learnt from last time. But now we have a fifth gear, which is what I want. Now all I've got to do is ensure that I can get past everybody. That's the important part. Ooh, with the slightest of bumps. Ow, ow, ow. Bye-bye. Get past the Super B. I'm watching what's out front, and I'm slightly concerned about the potential for I don't know, the potential for losing places. Whoa, whoa, watch the vet. Going slightly sideways there. Come on. Top speed of this car should be just over 150, I'm guessing. 151, 152, 153. I think I've picked a fairly good setup here. All these cars are just stepping out though. Every single one of them. Right. There's a car out front that looks to be trying to pull away. That's concerning. Yes, there is a car out front that is pulling away. Oh dear. Okay. Try and catch. They're gone. You can start feeling the car sliding out, but I'm still not used to the force feedback on this particular setup. With Gran Turismo, it's not. I'll be honest, it isn't the greatest force feedback I've ever experienced. That's for sure. It is not the greatest force feedback I've ever experienced. There are some inconsistencies with the force feedback in Gran Turismo 7, and I'm sure maybe other YouTubers might like it, other content creators. I've not really, when I'm recording this, it's a lot of this has been recorded one after another, so in terms of having a look at what other YouTubers have said, unfortunately I do not know. Wow. Gran Turismo AI, bit difficult. I am definitely going to take a picture though with this car, because it's a nice car. Ah, he was in a 2015 Mustang. Okay. Disappointing. As you may have seen by the dates when I'm recording some of these, day after one day after another. Right, next collector level up. What does this do? Again, I'm not sure what these levels... Oh, yes, there is something I saw it do. Right, I want to have a picture where... Let's go back a bit. Give me... Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Give me perhaps an angle I can do here. That does look nice. That Mustang really looks nice. I'd like some to really capture the essence of the Mustang style here. I mean, perhaps if I could I rotate that back, and then is it R2 and L? There we go. Just really try to grab something of the Mustang. That looks like a decent-ish angle. Although the green, I much like the way the green is on this. I'll do that. What's the panning mode on this? Fixed camera, no. Moving and rotating camera, or just moving camera? Let's go moving and rotating. There we go. Let's do that. Again, I'm just looking for the... I'm looking for a picture that's going to give me a thumbnail, essentially, here. And because I'm after Mustangs, having a Mustang in the back and having a Mustang up front in shot in as the subject would really work. I like that, but not the glare. The glare is just overkill on these. Really is a bit of overkill. There we go. That's probably nicer. Like, it wouldn't be that in your face, I don't think. That is probably more like it. Right, I'll take that, and I also want to do that. There we go. That's done. Let's do some other racing. Let's finish the rest of the tracks. So, with the 2015 Mustang GT annihilating me, to be fair, it wasn't too bad. I wonder what would happen at somewhere like this, where there's less in the way of straights where it can pull away, but there's more tight twisties. I mean, it's worth a try. The other thing is, I would much prefer to have standing starts as opposed to rolling starts. I think this is going to go well. Or when's the last time I played Laguna Seca? I'm not sure. It's been a long time. So I cannot see myself getting a good... Was that a Trans Am? That was a Trans Am. What's up ahead? That's a Camaro. Then we've got a Mustang. Oh dear. The runoff area there has changed. There used to be a runoff area there, and this corner used to always catch me out for a long time. But I think I'm okay now. Right, 2 laps and down to, here we go, corkscrew time. I used to be able to cut this corkscrew nicely, but let's see if apparently I still know how to do the corkscrew. That's surprising. Right. So there's 4, 3 and 2. Where's first? First is gone. Again, I feel like it's a bit... I suppose this is actually classic Gran Turismo, where you'd actually try and dodge in and out of these. You would actually have somebody gone way in front, and that's what gave you the challenge, is trying to catch that person that was way out there, and there they are. And that was the whole challenge of Gran Turismo. And I suppose at the start of my Gran Turismo career, long time ago, this is what I was like. I didn't know how to drive the car. I wasn't very used to anything on it. And then, as I started getting better at it, I would start winning races. Obviously, at this point, it is up at the hardest difficulty, so that's another thing to contend with. And I remember a popular thing to do was to dive bomb at this corner. I might just be able to get this guy. Might be the operative word. Oh dear, 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 dear. If I did not mess up that one, I might have done it. And this is the classic Gran Turismo dive bomb style. But they've still got me. I want to redo this race because now that I'm used to driving Laguna Seca here, and really it just took the one attempt. I kind of want to do it again. I know, I still get the car. There's the car. Oh, and it's in a lovely blue. That's a lovely colour, that is. But I would like to do the race again. Let's do it. Let's do it again. I want to go for the win. And obviously the other thing is that every time you do this, you gain some credits. And given the amount of credits I'm spending, I think I need those credits. So the first mistake I made was I braked way too early here. So now I'm going to brake a lot later and try and go down the inside of this Mustang and try and just swing around the Trans Am. Trans Am still gets in my way, but that's fine. And then try to start carrying more speed through this, around the outside of the Camaro a little bit earlier than before, carry the speed nice and smooth past the Mustang Mark 1, get this braking point a little bit better. Third gear will do for me. Catch up to this Trans Am, nicely past this Trans Am. Again, fourth gear maybe? No, yeah, fourth gear will just about do. And I am now pushing up all the way. And of course, into the corkscrew. Nice and easy. Early shift to third. And over here I was a little bit unsteady as well. Whoa. I mean, I guess that's a valid move. Around the Camaro, nice and clean. No contact. That's important. There's another Mark 1. I'm going to try and sneak up the inside of this one. You have to remember this car has a very, very long bonnet. That is really important to note. Nice and slow through this. Keep it fairly tight. Miss that apex. Slightly on the curb. I mean on the sand. I was going to say grass. This isn't grass, it's sand. It's Laguna Seca. Don't have grass. Well, there is some grass. I mean, you can see some ahead of me, but it's mainly sand around the track. And then gravel, of course. This is not going too badly this time. See, just get a little bit used to the driving, and then it's perfectly fine. So Viper in front, much better off that corner. Much, much better. I'm surprised that Viper is so slow, to be perfectly honest. I was expecting a lot more from that Viper. Oop, down we go. Nice and gentle now. Now we're in the lead. It's also interesting how slowly things start coming back to you. I can now remember racing this in the earlier Gran Turismos. It used to be Mazda Speedway at some point. Now it's this WeatherTech. But it used to be Mazda Speedway. Just looking at my track guide. Was it in Gran Turismo 2? courses. Midfield, Tahiti, Deep Forest. I'm sure Laguna Seca was in this. Because it was one of those really, really horrible ones. Tahiti, Smoky Mountain, Green Forest. Let's continue along this. Red Rock Valley. I cannot see it here. Grindelwald. There we go. Got some prize money there. 22,000? I thought it was just 15,000. Oh, interesting. Clubman stage route, Deep Forest special stage route. And maybe Laguna Seca was not in Gran Turismo 2. It might have been 3 then. No, there it is. Laguna Seca. I remember doing a license test, that's why. Yes. Here we go. Laguna Seca Raceway. Right, one more to do. Apparently got a ticket. That's fine. Thank you for the ticket. We'll exit that. Otherwise I'll end up taking photos forever. Come on. And the next one I would like to do, so I've got gold there. Again, that's disappointing. And Willow Springs, which is going to be... I have a feeling Willow Springs is going to be the problem. Now, 15,000. Why do you get more than 15,000 then when you do these? I should point out, I have never liked Willow Springs. It's always been a horrible driving experience for me. Always. And I do wish my lights were on. Oh, they are. No, they're not. And the reason I disliked Willow Springs was because when I used to race around Willow Springs, first in, I think it was Gran Turismo 5, that was where I started. There was a license test here. Just in this one, Gran Turismo 7. That was much easier than the license test, that's for sure. This corner used to always catch me out. I suppose there was a car back there. Third gear would have been fine there. Now where does this go? Got to be careful. Now my sports tyres should come in handy here. Really. There we go. Really just trying to keep it on the... Oh dear. Okay. There goes my chance of winning. Fastest lap though. But yes, this is my dislike of Willow Springs. It's so open. I just never know where I can or cannot take speed and carry it all the way through. For example, there's another one. Right, third place is definitely on the cards. Second might be possible. First, most likely. Whoa! What on earth? I feel like that one Camaro pushed this Ford into over the track. There we go. Not exactly the cleanest of racing, but it's fine. It's Gran Turismo. That's what you do. Obviously, when you get to the online stuff, that is where you are a little bit more careful about your racing. Second. There we go. Second it is. I could have got first. Again, should I do this again? Do I really want to put myself through the punishment of Willow Springs again? I mean, I could. Oh, there's the Mustang. That's a nice colour as well. That's a really nice colour. Do you know what? I'm going to put myself through the punishment of this one again. I know I'm not going to be able to do the Blue Moon one, simply because it looks like on the Blue Moon one, my car is just not capable. It does not have the top speed, so I'll have to come back to ones like the Blue Moon one with this particular car and just get the gold. Can I sneak up the inside of these guys? Yes and yes. Right at the limits there. I'm surprised I'm doing this particular set of corners as well as I am, given my past history with them. I suppose I did learn many years ago how to do this better. Go on, I've given you some space, there you go. Okay, this is still it still looks like it's the Viper out in front, so there is that. Try and get around this car. And then nice and wide for this one. There we go. So now I am much closer. Oh, fast back. Mark 1 out the way. I mean, I'm a Mark 1, you're a Mark 1. Let's go chase some Vipers, shall we? All of that sounds so American. Mustang, Viper, come on. I mean, I know they are American, but it's just the way the names even sound. It's quite a... There's no mistaking what the cars are. Especially ones like the Viper or the Boss. It's such an American style name. But yes, I have to say, I am somewhat disappointed in the force feedback of this. Oh no! Come on! Come on! Come on! I have no idea where that car was, how close I was on that. I have a feeling that was a lot closer than I thought, because I think that had better top end than I did. Yep. 0.129 of a second. That's pretty close. That is pretty close, I have to say. Okay, well, it gives me another 15,000 credits. Lovely. So I've made up 70,000 credits off from what I spent today. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. And of course, I could go around, you know, selling cars. But let's go back to the cafe. I still haven't decided what I'd call it. Cafe, yeah, something. Let's go back here and let's complete the Mustang collection. Oh, look at that. That doesn't look too bad. Oh, it's gone now. I was kind of hoping I could just put that there with the oh, what do you call those? On Easter Island. Once I've collected my rewards. Daytona, great. That's important. I do wonder what information it has about these particular cars. You can't talk about American sports cars. This is true. Very special place in motoring history. Yep. Yes. That's a very nice picture right there. That is very, very nice. Right. Yep. Yep. There's a lot of Mustangs. I wonder how many Mustangs are in this game. I've not actually checked. Okay. Next collection. I knew it was going to be that. It had to be. It had to be Camaros. There's just, yeah, you had to. You had to do that. That's fine. Let's go collect the Camaro. But before we end this particular video, before we go collecting Camaros, let's go ahead and get the one ticket that we had for the gifts. No, that's not right. This one. Let's see what this is. So far, I've not had anything of any decent, I suppose, value. High lift camshafts? Yep, high lift camshafts for a Scirocco. I mean, okay, fine. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video, subscribe to the channel for more videos on Gran Turismo 7. Leave a comment in the comments box below letting me know what you think. Don't forget to support me on Patreon if you can do so at www.patreon.com/ECGadget. Your support would be massively appreciated. It would really help me out, and also you can find me on social media at ECGadget LP for both Twitter and Instagram. It looks like I have to return to the Blue Moon Speedway. I think I'm going to up my car a little. Before I do so, that is all from me, and I'll see you next time in Gran Turismo 7.